Hi, everyone. My name is Julia Sumis, and I'm the editorial assistant at GFSR. And today we're having an amazing conversation with Erin Wiggins, the senior account manager at Form, and which is the digital assistant for the front line. Industry leaders, including Wendy's, Panera, coffee and bagel brands, Compass Group, and Dairy Queen, use Form to guide daily tasks, boost communication, ensure food safety, and give leaders real time intelligence to drive action across distributed locations. Hi, Erin.
Hi, how are you?
Good, and yourself?
Good, thank you. Appreciate you having me here today.
Oh my gosh, of course. You've already given us some really incredible insight on the work that you're doing at Form. So now I just have one more question for you, if you don't mind.
Absolutely. Fire away.
Awesome. Okay, so global audiences have become a lot more conscious of sanitation and cleaning, especially throughout the pandemic. So could you explain a little bit about how you and Form assist companies that are looking to kind of review those existing processes?
Absolutely. And you mentioned the pandemic, so that brings me back to 2020 when a lot of companies were needing to pivot. Forum being one of them. And how we did so is we worked with our customers and our prospects. We had to modify missions, as I mentioned before. It's kind of a way to survey or audit or ask questions from your frontline individuals. And one of the key information that was needed was COVID checks or health checks for their employees and individuals that were going into the field. This will then allow for really quick action to get individuals to reassign their shifts or maybe make some changes internally that they had processes that they were needing to. And you asked how we would help review those processes. Well, conditions changed on a daily, weekly, and hourly basis. And they still do today, not just because of COVID, but just business is never the same from one moment to the another, especially in the food industry. We remain fluid with your needs, and in utilizing our systems, we are able to push information out to your teams and your front line while considering customer safety. So think of it as an individual in a grocery store or a shift that needs to come in, and maybe you're asking that information for a health check before they come in, and they say they're not feeling well, and that information can come back to maybe human resources or to their store manager. And be able to provide them that insight, not only to support that employee that's not feeling well and letting them stay home, but to help support the business in filling that shift. And then in turn, supporting the customer safety, because now they're not putting them in their environment to be able to be a part of that virus that's going down that might be causing some sicknesses. And another really great example that we work with a lot of manufacturing companies. Food manufacturing is huge. During that time, and still today in some cases, social distancing on a manufacturing line is something that was needing to be well maintained. There is key factors that you need to do so. Priorities needing to be put in place that they might not be able to work out. Having our platform be that mobile-friendly version, having that flexibility, you can push that information out and also pull that information back. You don't have to be living there forever. It's a matter of a click of a button to deploy that mission or disable that mission. And you can ensure that the essential elements are being followed, that your risk aversion is limited, that you're protecting your employees, and then everything kind of moves downstream that because you have a process that's really nimble and a tool that's nimble with you. And you're able to really put the consideration of your employees in mind, maybe ask those pulse checks on satisfaction or engagement and how they're doing their work, as well as mental health. That's always a huge thing these days as well, making sure that you're checking in on their mental health. And then also just knowing that time matters. So if you're able to not have that spreadsheet where you're checking off all those boxes and having to answer all those questions, and it's I'm just clicking through a couple of quick questions, I've saved not only my company time, but I've saved that employee some time. And then you're not also getting really buried in all those resources like emails and text messages and SharePoint. As a store manager or a manufacturing manager or whoever it might be, no matter what floor they're on in retail, marketing, manufacturing, restaurants, you're making the communication really streamlined for them to get that knowledge and really to insert that process into the whole organization.
Wow, that is incredible. And I think that it has a lot of implications for the future of food safety, and not only just the food safety side, really, but the employee health and well-being side as well, which I don't think a lot of people associate with introducing new technology. So that's very exciting.
always want to think about the, top down, but those employees are really important. And then your customers at the end of the day are what makes your business.
100% agreed. Well, thank you so much, Erin, for speaking with us. And please do not forget to subscribe to view our premium content at globalfoodsafetyresource.com. Thank you again for joining us, Erin. I hope to speak with you soon. And thank you for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.